What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Before we start, please subscribe. I really love what I do, and the more subscribers I get, the more I can do what I love and what I enjoy. So NFL draft today was started today, round one. Pretty eventful and some head scratchers for some of the picks that happened. First I will start with Kyler Murray. It was such a suspense. Oh my God! Like I didn't, we were, I thought Arizona Cardinals was playing with all of us. Honestly, I thought they were just trying to make this more dramatic. I thought the NFL was trying to market this NFL draft even more, but they actually went with them. And what's crazy is now they have Murray and Rosen as QBs, and it's like, what are they going to do with Rosen? I was expecting them to trade Rosen, someone pick him up, but nothing yet. So, round two, stay tuned for that. Another team I want to talk about are the Raiders. Oh, good old Raiders picking Clelin Ferrell at pick number 4 when he was people thought he was going to be picked around like 20s, like top 20 pick, and they picked him at pick 4 so early, but it was such a Raider thing to do. But I thought they kind of did pretty well. They got a running back. Josh Jacobs from Alabama, who's a good running back. I don't know if they could have probably got him in the second round as well, but they also addressed safety, which was good too. But I feel like they needed like the defensive tackle, the D line. That's where they needed some good players from there and some depth in there. But I don't think they did really well, but who knows? And another thing that we were all talking about was the Giants, because why? Because the Giants picked a QB that we weren't even expecting to even go the first round. I think Daniel Jones from Duke. He had 22 touchdowns, 9 interceptions during his last college career, and threw for 300 yards maybe twice. And so he kind of reminds me of Alex Smith. He's very cautious, very smart, doesn't make a lot of risky throws, and maybe playing behind Eli Manning will maybe help him develop, help him gain him some confidence, and maybe and he has a coach in Pat Shurmur. Don't forget he made Keenum look really great with the Minnesota Vikings. So we'll see. I don't know. People are not happy with the pick, but Giants made the move, and they really liked him over Haskins, and and out of all the other QBs that are there, I know Locke from Missouri wasn't picked the first round at all. So but we'll see. We'll see how Daniel Jones does. But I think they did well with picking a defensive tackle, Dexter Lawrence, and then they also got DeAndre Baker picking the first cornerback up in the first round. I don't know. I kind of like what they did. They really focused on their offense, and they got the QB. They finally got the QB, and they got what they needed. They needed someone to hurry up and take over for Eli Manning, because he's done. He needs to go, and I'm hoping at least Eli Manning can show Daniel the ropes, and to get him really prepared for the NFL. So we'll kind of see how they do. Another team that I really like what they did was the Washington Redskins. They got Dwayne Haskins. I think that's Dwayne Haskins was the number 2 QB coming into the draft, and so no one was picking him, and then they finally got him. I'm sure they were very happy. But I think it's good. He's gonna be sitting behind Keenum. He might even win the starting battle with Keenum. But he has a good Gruden's a good coach that can coach him and develop him. So I think he's a really good situation. And then I think they did a really good job by getting the defensive end Montez Sweet, a great defensive end. And that's just bulking up. Redskins defense is gonna look really good. I'm actually gonna be rooting for them. They look pretty sweet. And lastly, the Patriots picked a receiver. And if you saw my other video, I do think Brady's in a decline, and I think that I'm really, I wonder if they're gonna, trade for Rosen, from Carolina, from the Cardinals. That's gonna be, it's gonna be really interesting to see what they do in the second, third round because they have a receiver, but I don't know. I just don't think. I think they really need to figure out this quarterback situation because, Brady is declining. They need. I mean, maybe having more weapons around him is cool, but they need that quarterback. So it's gonna be really interesting to see what happens in the second round. Um, Other than that, everyone did pretty kind of decent. Nothing really stood out to me as much. Other than the Chiefs didn't have a first round pick, but I think they were also a winner because they got a proven defensive end who's in his prime, who's 25 years old, and he's probably the best defensive end out of all these draft picks. So I give him another winner. And so second round tomorrow is going to be so sweet. I think there's going to be a lot of trades. It's going to be a lot of excitement. And